Today, you're going to learn how having constant orgasms, whether through sex or self-gratification, is actually causing a generation of men to lose their traditional masculine traits like confidence, focus, and drive. You see, most men know they're lazy. They just don't know why. Today, you are going to learn that answer because we're all programmed with the same set of instincts at the time of birth. The majority of men are unaware how climaxing impacts their decisions, thoughts, and actions on a subconscious level. Because if they knew, they would think twice before releasing the juice. The science community has us programmed into believing that the most important driver of the male species is to procreate, to pass on his DNA. And while this seems logical, it's false. Here's why. Whether it's tortoises having fun on the beach, ladybugs humping on a leaf, animals and insects don't consciously know mating leads to having offspring, which means the male species' primal goal isn't to procreate, but to ejaculate. Are you following me here? If not, subscribe to the channel. Yes, humans have evolved to be aware that sex leads to babies, but that wasn't always the case. And this new age of consciousness we're experiencing doesn't override thousands of years of instincts. What I've shared up until this point is to help break your conditioned thinking. Because what I'm going over next is going to challenge everything you thought you knew about pleasure. An orgasm is much more than a surge of neurochemicals giving you a shot of ecstasy. It's a biological signal confirming to your body you've reached the pinnacle of your existence, which is why you feel that deep post-orgasm peace. When you're constantly reaching your highest purpose in life, whether through sex or self-gratification, your brain and body are tricked into believing you are winning in life because you are, based on your biological design. So on a subconscious level, your brain abandons your ambitions. The mind is like, why start that business? Why work out? Why learn a new skill? Why pursue anything? Do you now see how we've unconsciously hijacked our biological design, where it's now working against us? When we indulge excessively in pleasure, we weaken our masculine traits, slowly transitioning from being ambitious to lazy. And over time, this becomes a part of our identity. Even as men age and their desire for sex fades, their identity as a lazy person has already taken root in the depths of their psyche from years of excessive orgasms. Nature didn't design us to be lazy, but with the convenience of porn, men are releasing more than ever. And this just so happens to correlate with the rise in erectile dysfunction, anxiety, and obesity. To understand why this happens, let's take a look at nature. When a lion's hunger is satisfied, it no longer hunts. When a man's primal needs are met, he no longer strives. And a man who no longer strives is living outside his nature. I'm going to go over how often we should climax, but first, I'm not insinuating you deny your nature or abstain from the joy of pleasure. But what I am saying, if you want to accomplish more, you need to climax less, because your drive in life doesn't come from your heart or mind. It comes from your most powerful energy source, and that is your sexual energy. Men, thousands of years ago, knew the power of their sexual energy, which is why warriors knew to be at their best, they needed to abstain before battle. Yogis knew to achieve self-mastery, they needed to practice celibacy. And monks knew to reach higher levels of consciousness, needed to save their sacred elixir. When you preserve this energy by resisting your temptations, a natural process takes place in the body known as sexual transformation. And this isn't a myth, but a biological reality. When you hold on to your life force, the body redirects it, allowing you to have more focus, energy, and drive. Einstein said it best: energy cannot be created or destroyed. It could only be changed from one form to another. So how do we turn temptations into transformation? First, you need to conserve your sexual energy. Just because you produce over 100 million sperm a day doesn't mean you should release it whenever. The sperm you produce is energy, not for the purpose of pleasure, but creation, to create life and the life you intend to build. So what's the ideal frequency to have an orgasm? The answer isn't a one-size-fits-all, but it all starts with cutting back. And cutting back doesn't mean you're denying yourself a pleasure, but choosing discipline over indulgence. you're making an investment in the man you're becoming. And that man is not ruled by pleasure. He's driven by purpose. So to start, release once every 7 to 14 days and give your body a chance to recalibrate so it's no longer being food that is winning in life. And this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Because the more you indulge in pleasure, the more you weaken your masculine traits of ambition, confidence, and drive. If you're in a relationship, let your partner know. Y'all could get it in every day, but you won't be releasing every time. If you're not making babies, save your life force. It was created for you, by you. It's your competitive edge. Now, if you feel this is too big of a challenge and you don't have the discipline, that's okay. Somebody has to be you. You're either serious or curious about doing something differently to make a change. Because a man's greatest strength lies in his discipline. And true discipline begins with self-mastery. Let's just not get old together. Let's grow together. Bye for now.